Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ritesh. Today we are going to work on DHCP scope creation. So what is a scope? Scope, it is a group of IP addressing as per DHCP. Let's go and see the setup. This is my setup for today's practical. There are two DHCP servers. One host name is WinDHCP01 whose IP is 10.1.1.70 and another server whose hostname is WinDHCP02 whose IP is 10.1.1.80, and I have one PDC, that is domain controller, whose hostname is PDC01 whose IP is 10.1.1.10, and I have a Windows 8.1 client. Let's begin with the practical. This is my DHCP02 server. Hostname WinDHCP02. To open DHCP console, there are two ways. One is either you write the command or Windows run, type dhcpmgmt.msc, hit enter. Or you can go to start, go to administrative Windows. Here you can see option DHCP. If you double click on DHCP console will get open. Once you get the console open, you will see this. Here it is the DHCP server. There are two IPs, IPv4 and IPv6. We are going to create the scope in IPv4. First step is to right click the scope, click on new scope, hit next, give the name whatever you want. I am giving test and IP range that I am going to give. That is test. I am using it for testing. IP range I will be giving is 10.1.1.150 to 10.1.1.200. Description you can write whatever you want. Say for example hello. Hit next. This option, it is the option to specify what is your start and end range of the scope. My start range will be 10.1.1.150 and it will end at 10.1.1.200. This is my range, and this is the subnet mask. If you have configured different subnet mask, please enter here. This is the default subnet mask for class A IP addresses. Hit next. Here it is asking for the exclusion. Exclusion is the option used to exclude any IP. Say in the range of 150 to 200, I have some IPs that are dedicated for server or network devices or any special machine. This I can ignore that IP. You can ignore the range, that is 160 to 170 or 170 to 180, or you can specify only one IP address. I want to exclude one IP. I will write 10.1.1.165 and IP 10.1.1.5. As you can see, I have added only one IP. Hit next. This is lease period. Yesterday we have discussed about the lease period in the previous video. By default, the lease period is of 8 days. You can increase it. You can write 9999. It will be unlimited. I am keeping the lease period as default as 8. Next, it will ask for the scope option. Scope option includes different options, like you can add a time server, router, any other DNS server specific. Here it is asking for the default gateway. I don't have a default gateway, so it will be blank. If you have configured a default gateway, please enter here IP address and click on add. It will get added. Next, this is asking for DNS servers. I have two DNS server. One is 1.10 and another is 1.70. You can move this server up or down. I want to move this 70 server up. You can move it. You can move it down. If you have another DNS server, you can also add that server in this. Hit next. It is asking for Win server. If Win server is configured in your environment, please enter your server name and hit resolve, or you can type IP address and add. Hit next. It will ask to activate your scope. So yes, I want to activate my scope. Hit next. Hit finish. Scope is created. Now this scope is standalone, but I want the scope should be in cluster. To do that, right click the scope. Once refresh, configure failover. Once you hit configure failover, this option will open. Hit next. It will ask to add a partner server. You can add a partner server. Browse, type WinDSCP01. It's done. Here are the options. Once the server is enabled in failover cluster, here the relationship, it will show both the DHCP server names. Client lead time. Okay. Mode. There are different modes. As hot standby, you can keep either of the server for standby, or you can balance the load. Currently I am doing the load balancing. In what percentage do you want to balance the load? Is it 50-50? Is it 60-40 or 70-30? Whatever the option is, you can do. And here the local server is the 01 server on which we have configured the scope, and the partner server will be WinDSCP01. Here you can specify the switchover state of switchover intervals. Means if the server crashes, in how many times the switchover will be done. By default it is 60 minutes. I am not selecting that option. Okay. Then enable message authentication, shared secret. I will write test. It is a sort of password, shared secret. So you have to remember this shared secret, as once you go on the 01 server, there you will need to enter that shared secret. Hit next. It will say to finish. As you can see, the scope is created successfully. Now we will go on the partner server. As you can see, the host name is 01. I will open DHCP. As you can see, the scope is replicated here. Okay. I will show you the server options first. These are the different server options. Say like time offset, router, time server, name server. Is there any cookie server, log server, specific DNS server? There are around 180 options are there in all. Different. That's it for the server option. Now I have a client. This is a Windows client. I have disabled the NIC. First I will show you ipconfig. It is not showing as I have disabled the NIC. To enable it, I will write the command ncpa.cpl. It will open my network management console. I will enable the network card. Once I enabled, it automatically took the IP. The IP which I got is 10.1.176. I will show you. I can change this IP. I will get another IP. To do that, I have to run just one command. Two commands. One is release ipconfig/release. This will release my IP. Second command is ipconfig/renew. Hit enter. Now go to address pool. It will show you the IP range, the exclusion IP range, or which all IPs you have excluded. Address list. Here it will show your clients or the system that are connected to DHCP server. Now I want this IP to be reserved permanently for this system because I have some internet access or some specific ports are open. That time we do the reservation of the IPs. To do the reservation, just go here, do right click, add reservation. Here you will get this is converted successfully to reservation. Now go to reservation. You can see host name an IP of that system. Now say if the IP is not mentioned in DHCP and you want to do the binding, we call MAC binding also for doing the IP reservation. Right click, new reservation. In this tab there are different options. Reservation name, you can type the host name of that machine, say test. Write the IP address 10.1.183 and MAC address whatever it is, and supported types. You have to keep both DHCP as well as BOOTP. In description you can write anything you want, and if you add, it will get added. Here I have only one machine. Okay. Thank you guys. That's it for today. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe my channel.